Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. What's going on? What's up, what's up, what's up? Mic check, mic check, mic check. How's everyone doing? Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hope all is well. We're going to get some goodies today, people. We're getting some goodies today, just so you know. Is it without Lucy? What up? Rise, I see you. Chamber, what up? Slugbug, Harb. Forgotten Landmarks, I see you. Brett. Ashton, what up? Caden, I see you. Good morning, good morning. OKC in the house, I see you. Alex, hello. Hello, Mr. Doom. M. Strong, what up? Tarma from South Africa, I see you. Shout out. Big shout out. Eric, I see you. Alex, I don't want the Tech Overdrive event to end. Dude, I didn't want the Vanguard Overdrive event to end, let alone the Tech Overdrive. Tech Overdrive's okay, but give me back that Vanguard Overdrive. Jason, what up? Angel, good morning. Off just gaming today? Hell yeah, dude. Today's a good day, man. Today is a good day. Jonathan, I see you. What's up, my boy? What up with it? Chris, I see you. Hope there's no, hope no, what? Did you just say you want me to have diarrhea? What? What? Yo, it's too early for this. Hold up, bro. I gotta drink my coffee. What? Oh, shit. Yo, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Hey, hit the like. Whenever you jump in here, just hit the like. Welcome in. It's going to be a good stream, I'm telling you. They start in about 15 or so. We'll do like a side mission. They start in about 15. But as a minimum, hit the like! Come on, man. What are you waiting on? What I gotta do for you? You need me to dance? Hold up, hold up. I'll dance for you. I'll dance for you. Here you go. There you go. Hey, I can juggle too. Look at that. Yeah. St. Louis in the house. You can find me in St. Louis, where the guns play, it rains all day. No, some got jobs and some sell, yay. Others just smoke and fuck all day. Go, go, go. Woo, woo, woo. Stand by, stand by. What's going on today? It's all the new stuff, man. So here's the deal. I can go in here before I
Head into the building and look for Conley.
So here's the deal, all right?
Hostile radio intercepted.
Tomorrow is the incursion, all right? So tomorrow everything's going to be incursion based. Now what the developers did is they paid these streamers to stream the next 3 to 4 days. So they don't have enough time to do a PTS stream later on this week. So what's happening is they're going to do the PTS stream today, and then that way tomorrow and all the other streams are going to be all just incursion. Because the PTS starts Friday. So what they're doing is they're doing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, they're doing those sponsored streams, and then Friday is just the PTS. So they don't have time to do any sort of like hype for it. And that's where today goes in. So today, they're going to hype everybody up for the new PTS, the new season, the new content, everything that's coming out next season. So we're getting a sneak peek a little early. We would typically get this live stream on like a Wednesday or a Thursday, and then that way we do the PTS on a Friday. But for, you know, the scheduling part of it, because of the PTS starting on Friday and the incursion starting tomorrow, you know what I mean? Chris said Nelly would be honored, man. Hell yeah, dude. The Saint Lunatics? Come on, man.
I got you.
It's just like in Virginia, them guns go bang, bang. It's the same thing, man. It's just Nelly did a little St. Louis.
Recommend alternative route. Extreme heat. Signature
Extreme heat.
That's your only way up.
I'm gonna do this mission really quick, and then we're gonna jump into the new stream.
Shut off the water. Look around for a way to
Craig, I see you. I see you, Craig. Daryl, what up? Augusta, Georgia in the house. Yo, North Kakalaki, I see you, Robert.
operational.
I see you.
All right, time to move.
Dominic, what up,
Conley's
boys?
on the roof.
What up?
Agent.
Trying to catch everyone. Craig, Connecticut, I see you. New London. You sound like you're from New London. Box of tricks, I see you. What up? Please give us better weapon and gear.
Hostile radio.
Hey, man.
Intercepted.
I have no idea what they're going to show us today. It's all new to me, brother. I have no idea. I would assume they're going to show us something good. Like, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. They can't just show us new gear and weapons. They can't do that, right? If you're going to hype up the game the day before the new incursion and the day before you start doing all these big sponsored streams, they're going to hype it up today. That's what I keep telling. Like, I keep telling people, like, that's... If not, they would just be shooting themselves in the foot. So they have to have something good today. That way it starts the conversation, and then tomorrow we have the incursion, and then this weekend we would have the PTS. You see, like, they have to build it up today. Like, execution on today is vital. Firehawk, Menace, Harb! Just saying. They have to give us something good today. That way we have something to talk about, and then tomorrow we have the incursion, and then we do the incursion, and then this weekend we do the PTS. I mean, that we would be drowning in division stuff. You know what I mean? So
I'm finally getting a ping from Conley's watch, but it's faint.
that's what we're looking for today. Had a few of the Destiny streamers tell everyone they were sponsored streams later this week. Yeah, I know. I know. I'm happy they're bringing them in. My only issue was, why not bring them in with the DLC? Why would you bring them in with the incursion? Because if you're bringing in new players, the incursion's not really like the thing to do. You know what I mean? If you had a new DLC or cross-play and then you brought in all these new people, I think that's like money. Cha-ching! You know what I mean? I don't know.
If you keep feeding us the intel. I'm sure you will. We'll talk later.
I know so many people that can be persuaded. Yeah. No, I get it, man. Money talks, bro. I get it. Yo, what up? Shout out Texas. I see you.
Conley strings.
He's using her to target the JTF, labeling him as infected, and having Conley tell her cleaners to get to work.
Conley will have to wait. Agent, you've got incoming from the ground floor.
Hey, let me know how the game play volume, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this setting, and then I have to ramp up their volume whenever they start streaming. So let me know how the gameplay sound. Let me know how it sounds right now. If it's too loud, too soft, I can adjust it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to save it, because as soon as the devs jump on, I have to like really like pump up the volume. And sometimes I forget. Sometimes I might forget, and then all of a sudden we go back to the game, and it's like, doge, 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 doge. And people are like, yo, what the fuck? All right, no worries. I'll save this setting. All right. I got you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Ooh. Oh, shit. No way.
Signs critical.
I just had to use 2 medkits on that. No way, dude. 2 medkits on that. Yep. Come on. Come on. I see you. I see you poking around the corner. Yo, come on. Man, show your... There we go. Got him. Ooh, he dropped a med kit. Oh, thank you. Yo, come here. Thank you. Oop, med kit. Yes. Oh my gosh, this is money right now. Oh, shit. Oh.
Serious trauma.
No. What the hell? Bro.
Agent killed.
GG's. Get me out of here. Holy moly. Hey, shout out Belgium. What up? KG in the house. Ray plays that only on YouTube? For right now, yeah. We'll be on Twitch later, man. So what I do is on YouTube for anything new, I'll premiere it on YouTube, live stream it on YouTube, and then later on, if we have like some downtime, I'll jump over to Twitch while I'm like releasing videos on like, I don't know, recaps or whatever. He said talk hard. Talk harder? Oh no. Yeah, right. My throat, it would go out, man. I'd lose my voice within, I don't know, 2 minutes.
This is Kelso.
Where's Fresh at? Yeah, no Diddy. My bad. My bad. My bad. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. I'm naked. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Oh, I'm hideous. Don't look at me. I gotta put on my face. There we go. Much better. Yo, Chavez, what up? I see you. We're about to jump over to the live stream momentarily. And then we'll do a live reaction. We'll do a Q&A. We'll talk about it. All that jazz. And then I'll do a recap video. Then we'll do a do this before tomorrow video. And I'll probably finish up with some Twitch. That is what today has in store. And the kids go back to school this week. So I'm going to have a different schedule. Womp, 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 womp. Choo-choo. I see you.
Move! Get to cover!
I extracted
Bye-bye.
some of the survivors, but there are still people trapped inside the building. Be careful. We got hit with a bioweapon. Masks on at all times.
Run.
Follow me. We've got to get up there.
Get this turret out. What up, Justin? I see you. Tony, what up? Oh, nice. Oh, you're Tony on Twitch, but you're Jacob on YouTube? Yo, I'm so confused. I smell a bot account. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I kid. It's like, hey, man, I'm Mark, but you know me as David. What? Yo, what's up with the long range? Come on. No way. I don't like that scope at all. I got him. GG's. Dude said that's my middle name. I mean, I didn't mean to like put you on the spot like that, bro, but hey, man. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. My nephew's in his second week, 9th to 10th grade. Oh, nice. High school. Nice, dude. Nice. What up, dude? Shout out to the Rogue v Rogue clan. I see you, Lewis.
Contaminated area.
Shout out to the Rogue v Rogue clan.
I
readings are off the charts.
I see you. Spider-Man, what up?
Sweep the building and keep an eye out.
Peter Parker, Ben Reilly, Miles Morales. Which one?
We need to get down there. Come on.
Wait, which one UE is? Surely the devs wouldn't make Division 3
Lau, we've reached City Hall.
an extraction-only shooter, right? No, they wouldn't.
The Haven settlement is sending
But they
medics.
would Division 2 survivors. What? What? Huh? Dude said Tobey Maguire. You mean Peter Parker, man. You didn't answer the question. I said Peter Parker. Come on, man. I mean, I guess you didn't answer the question. Good job. Hey, Tobey Maguire's good. He is good. You know, he's going to be in Doomsday and Secret Wars. They're making him the Peter Parker for all of those, right? You know that, right?
Agent, this is Lau. There's a
So
surveillance
Tobey
system in the
Maguire's
basement.
coming back
We
in a
need to
big
find out who's
way.
responsible for the attack. See if you can
Brett,
remove
no
the
way, dude. Just now? Like, just now? Yo, everyone, read chat. Read chat real quick. Brett, what? Brett, what?
Server detected.
Yo, can people read chat right now? What time's the developer stream? It's at the top of the hour.
Entering contaminated area.
Yo, she told you 5 minutes ago? Bro, congratulations, Brett. Hey, everyone in chat, say congratulations to Brett. He just found out that they're having a baby.
Medics have arrived. They're
Is that your
extracting
first baby?
survivors.
Meet me at the
Hey,
Haven
man,
settlement.
congrats, dude.
Coordinates.
Congrats. Look at you. You gonna be a dad. Is that your first, is it gonna be your first kid? You guys' first? Hey, congratulations, man. Yo, that's legit, man. Congrats, dude. First kid? Yo, that's epic. Yo, that is epic. First kid. Yo, congratulations, dude. The next 9 months will be crucial in prep. But it's fun, man. It's a ride. I have a baby right now. But I'm in a different situation, man. Cuz I have a baby, I have a toddler, and I have a teenager. I'm like triple tied down. They're like freaking like drop kicking me and like, you know, doing the people's elbow and
Let's regroup in the park and go to
asking
Haven.
for like cell phones. It's a trip, dude. It's a trip. But dude, your first kid, it's amazing. You'll love it, man. It is true about the sleep. I will admit, it is true about the sleep. But once you get used to it, you're good. And remember that it's not forever, man. And you have to enjoy it. I try to enjoy every time that I have. Because they grow up really quick, dude. They grow up so quick, it's like scary.
Agent Lau sent us Haven's coordinates. Let's go.
But hey, man, congrats, dude. That's awesome. You spread the F out with those ages. Yeah, we did. We did.
Strange being here. Where it all started. I guess you build up a picture.
It was like, only one? Let's have two. And then once we had two, it was like, man, we could do one more.
The more you realize this could have happened.
And then after that, it was like, never again. One was like, we got this. Two was like, yo, this is easy. And then three was like, never again. That's how that went down.
Aim for the fuel tanks. That should slow them down.
This is going to be amazing, honey. And then she's like, you did this to me. I'm like, hey, we did this together. We did that. I didn't do this to you. We did this together. Dude said highly advise against that. Ah, man, I wouldn't change it any other way, man. I wouldn't change it any other way.
The guy in charge, Paul Rhodes, isn't happy to see me.
Yo, Red Army, what up? We all just found out Brett's having his first baby. Just found out wife's pregnant. For the first time ever, bro. Make sure you guys say congrats to Brett in chat. Hey, man. That's epic, dude. Yo, and if you haven't hit the... dude, there's over 220 people in here. If you haven't hit the thumbs up yet, what's wrong with you? What's wrong? It's free and it helps us out. Like, come on. Hit the like. What are you waiting on? We're about to jump over to the dev stream. It doesn't start until the top of the hour. We still have, what, 10 minutes? So we have time. What they do is they spam the stream 15 minutes ahead of time with loud music. And then it copyright spams people. So what I do is we hang out until the stream's about to start, and then we jump over.
Welcome to Haven. This settlement was founded a few months
Having
back by
kids,
some ex-JTF and civilian
gonna have you
volunteers.
question,
They're calling
is
themselves
sleep,
the Peacekeepers.
is the sleep god real?
It's the safest place in Lower Manhattan. They've got security, food, supplies, you name it. The fact that they're still going and haven't been run over by the Rikers or the cleaners,
Oh shit!
pretty impressive.
Now that you have kids,
But they're not very fond of the division.
you're gonna not only believe in the
Help
sleep
us go
god,
after Keener.
but you're gonna wish you
Where's the
met
Indian
the
Roads
sleep
office?
god.
He's not my biggest fan.
I love
Too
it,
much
dude.
history there.
I love it.
Hopefully we can convince him to let us stay.
Again, trying to get me in trouble hitting that like button. Hey, man. Like it owes you money, dude. Like it owes you money. But if you hit it 3 times, you're playing with yourself, all right? Once is fine. 2, 3 times, though. Playing with yourself. Remember that. There we go. I could probably run through here really quick. Yeah, we still have time. We still have time. Welcome in, you beautiful bastards. I didn't try to say that with a bad. My bad. You beautiful people. There you go. The beautiful people. The beautiful people.
Don't worry about Rhodes. He'll warm up to you.
Top of your steep. A little too silly before my coffee. I apologize. I need to drink my coffee and mellow out. Any tips for jumping back into the game after a few years, bro?
Man, this task force is on.
Yeah. Is that Devin? Yo, Devin. I like the way you spelt your name, for 1. For 2, yeah, man. A few months ago, I did a beginner's guide for everyone coming back. And it covers everything, man. It's a lengthy video, but it covers everything. There's a lot of changes. Since Warlords of New York, there's a lot of changes, dude. A lot of changes. So, you'd have to catch up, man. Like this game mode goes away tomorrow. So, there's no point in me even explaining this game mode because it goes away tomorrow. But everything in that beginner's guide video is still in the game right now. How do you make your coffee? Nespresso, my guy. Nespresso. I spent some time in Italy, and they had me drink espresso every day. And then I couldn't stop, man. I couldn't stop. I found out why the Italians are so damn happy. It's espresso. And pizza. it's espresso, pasta, and pizza, okay? With the occasional wine, you know? But they do it real. I love me some espresso. Is the stream coming from the Malmo office? I have no. It would be coming from Bucharest. All of the new content and everything is usually Bucharest made, so I would wager we're going to have some Bucharest devs.
Transceiver secured. Downloading comms protocol.
We'll definitely check that video out. Yeah, man.
Covering that transceiver is a good start.
If you just type in the Division 2, I think it's one of the trending videos right now, to be honest. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but a lot of people are checking that video out right now. Beginner's Guide video. I think I did it like 3 months ago or something. You'll see it. We have 6 minutes. All right, let me get to the safe house. We have 6 minutes.
Covering that transceiver is a good start. But we need more data.
We'll jump over there. Just let me get to this safe house.
Surveillance report at a community nearby. There should be some relevant data in there.
Yeah, I got you. We're going to be co-streaming it. Don't worry. We do it the same way every time. You get in here, hang out with me for a second, and then we'll jump over there. We'll listen to all the shenanigans, and then we'll come back here for a recap. Perfect. Shout out from SOCOM Commandos, the SCC clan. Is that what that is? Big E, the SCC clan, SOCOM Commandos clan. Why would they get rid of realism? Because realism's only in Wony, and Wony's not free. They only bring this out when Wony's free. Wony was free for 2 weeks, and now they're taking it away again. They only release this when it's free to the public, because it's a game mode that would then be shut off to a lot of people because they don't own Warlords of New York. So what they do is they bring this out every time it's free, and then they just show it off. Yeah, it's okay. I'm not the biggest fan of realism. It's not bad, but it's Warlords of New York, man. And to be honest, I like Brooklyn more than I like Warlords of New York. And if you're going to make us do this in Warlords every time, it's going to get old.
They've been supporting our agents.
I wish they did it in Brooklyn. And this should have been the hardcore mode, to be honest. Yes, realism has a hardcore mode, yeah. Thinking about losing sleep, man, makes me want to go back to bed. Oh, dude, Brett. I'm telling you, you'll just be sleeping at different times, man, that's all. But see, I was a gunship guy in the military, and all we ever did was work nights. So I was used to it, man. I was used to like staying up all night. So for me, it wasn't that bad. A lot of people were like, "Bro, you're never gonna sleep," and I was like, "Motherfucker, I never sleep."
Not for long.
So makes life a little bit easier. All right, so we got that. That's the tombs. Stream starts in 3 minutes. Let's jump over there. Let's see what we can do here. Go to apps. Go to Switch. Go to Switch. I'm sure they'll be blaring their music, so let me go ahead. There we go. Let me go ahead and pause their music. Yeah. Yeah, dude. They're blaring music. And what this does is it catches everyone on copyright. That's why I wait till the last second and then I jump in. Because right now they're blaring music. It's just their Ubisoft music, whatever. But how's everyone doing? Welcome in, welcome in. This is the PTS stream. This is everything new coming next season. So before the new incursion, before all those other things going on, we're about to get word on everything new coming to the game. We have over 260 of you in here. If you haven't yet, please hit the thumbs up. It really does help out the channel. Don't forget to shout out where you're from in chat. But this is going to be everything new coming to the game for, what is that, year 8, season 3? Oh, dude, they're about to show us how to change prototype gear. Yo, they're about to show us how to change prototype gear. Oh, they said by season 3. This is the PTS for season 3. Oh, snap. Oh, I'm interested in that. Okay. Sleep's overrated? No, sleep's not overrated, but you gotta just be able to sleep at different times. This is going to be big. All right, it's supposed to be. We'll see. All right, welcome everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is going to be all the new content and all the new earthing starting next season in 30 seconds. I hope you enjoy. I'll turn on their I'll turn on their volume now. They're lowering the music a little bit. I know they're about to switch over. I'm going to end up muting my mic and letting the developers talk, but I hope you enjoy. Looks like they're about to play a trailer. So let's turn up the volume and we'll get to getting. But I am Kamikazevondoom. Hit the like, subscribe. You know the whole spiel. And here we go.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Welcome, welcome, agents. I was indeed checking my phone. I don't know if that it was shown in the stream. I was indeed checking my phone to confirm something for tomorrow, and I got the confirmation. So before I say anything, I can officially confirm that tomorrow we have a tentative fix for the audio bug. We fixed a legacy bug. We hope it's gonna fix the whole thing. We have tested already, so it seems very, very promising. Please share your feedback once you see that. I was just checking because I saw someone in the chat talking about that and I didn't have confirmation. Now, with that said, audio bug fix tomorrow. I can start the stream. Welcome everybody. I am Leo Lorenzo and Kamdev for the Division 2, and today to discuss the PTS for Season 3, I have with me Dragos Like. How's it going, my friend?
Hello. Hi. It's a pleasure to be here. Yes, I am Dragos. I'm a game designer over at Ubisoft Bucharest, and I have been for the past 3 years. The main things that I've been doing are stuff like the seasonal modifiers, and I'm the guy that brought you Retaliation as well, so thank me for it or not. But yeah, that's me. It's a pleasure to be here, and yeah. Let's go.
The community has no idea how many times we tried to bring you here. We've been trying to have you here on screen to discuss the stuff that you've been doing. You're responsible for my favorite season so far since I joined the project, that is the Pact. Retaliation, like I mentioned, I love control points and territory control, and that was a peak thing for me. And also, I believe that since you mentioned modifiers, you are also responsible for one of the most beloved active modifiers of all times for fans, that is the Zealot, right?
Yes, Zealot was my baby, and I loved it, and you'll see little pieces of it this season as well.
Cool, awesome. Man, we are here to discuss Season 3. That's it. The PTS is happening on a Monday. We have tomorrow. The incursion is starting with 2.3. So the timeline is a little bit shifty, is a little bit of a mess because we have a lot of stuff to communicate. We want to make sure that everything has its proper time to shine. And for that reason, I want to clarify here that today we're having the PTS stream, but the PTS itself doesn't start tomorrow like we usually have. The PTS is starting only on Friday. So why we're doing the PTS stream today on Monday? Because we wanted to discuss the things that are coming with Season 3 before the incursion launch, so you can fully focus the rest of the week at playing incursion, climax mission 2.3 update, and then on Friday, after the majority of the players have already tasted what we had planned for 2.3, then you can test the PTS. And now I'll be off on vacation in 2 days, so that was the best day to have all of you here paying attention before the Incursion Madness, and with my dear friend Dragos to explain everything about Season 3. So the PTS stream is today, but the PTS only starts on Friday. You have the patch notes on Thursday, so Tuesday and Wednesday is fully prepared for Incursion and Climax mission. All right? I think I've said everything from the first part. I have a lot of paper here. This stream is gonna be probably with a longer flow than usually. I have a lot of things to cover. So please, Dragos, help me out if you notice that I forgot to explain something for the community. I'm seeing a lot of people in the chat. We're gonna for sure take some of those questions throughout the whole thing. All right, excited?
Let's go.
Let's go. So the first thing that players will notice when I press the pause menu is the name of this Season 3. It's called Red Horizon. Can you explain to the players why this is the name of the season and what they can expect for the season?
So you're going to notice a recurring theme for this season, and that is that we're throwing subtlety out the window. Red Horizon is called like that because the horizons will be red. And the reason for that is cleaners are coming to DC. It's not the first time that that's happened, but this time they're coming and they're going to be fully integrated into the Living World system. There's going to be a lot of cleaners this season.
And just a this build that I'm playing is not the PTS build that you're gonna play. I have like a super early build, so a lot of things here will be broken, will be work in progress, will be like not what you guys are gonna experience on Friday. So there will be a lot of crazy things here. So don't mind the full thing you're gonna get on Friday. So cleaners are in DC, and they came here for some reason that obviously you guys are going to discover throughout the season. But we have some cool things to talk about that, because the cleaners coming to DC means that we have maybe a new elite kill squad in Retaliations. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
All right. So yes, we have Company 95. They're going to be an elite kill squad, and they're going to function just like BTSU Team 9 and the Knock Knock Gang. They're going to be limited for the season only, and I can't wait for you guys to see what they have to offer.
So Retaliation will feature cleaners in Washington, D.C. as well. It's not going to be only Woney and Brooklyn. All right, so as always, we have the situation. We have the cleaners here. It's very clear for players, but we also have modifiers. Right, so let's talk about the seasonal modifiers. What we have here, how they engage with the cleaners situation, and how we can do a better usage of them. So I'm gonna open my inventory here and going to here, and now we can see the global modifier under pressure. I feel that it's a lot about it's not subtle at all. It's definitely something that the cleaners enjoy, right?
Well, you know, subtlety out the window. Juggling 4 factions in DC can get troublesome, but adding a 5th incendiary one is going to put agents under pressure. So yes, the under pressure global modifier is basically a pressure gauge, like you would see in, you know, a flamethrower or something like that. And you build it up by doing certain actions, so specifically kill actions, right? So if we look at the right side of the UI, we can see that there's various little kill actions, and there's point values associated with each one of them, right? So the way that you make the bar go up to 100% is you do kills. All of these effects stack, however, and you can actually do some pretty fun combos. You know, so if you set an enemy on fire and then headshot them, then you get the score for a kill, a headshot, and a fire kill, right? So that's going to make your bar go way up really quickly. So it's all about getting players to try and experiment with tactical new ways of playing. And when I say tactical, I mean it, because the bar will decay. The only way in which it decays, well, the major way in which it decays is if you stay out of cover for too long. So stay out of cover for too long, the bar is going to go down. You need to make your tactical choices. There's going to be plenty of reasons for you to want to keep that bar up, because we are tying it in a unique way for the season to the active modifiers. So you need to get over a certain threshold. Right now it's something about 90% for the actives just in general. And that's the only way in which you can activate your actives. So cooldowns are out the window. So technically, if you're skilled enough and you chain all of your kills in fun and quick ways and stay in cover, you're going to be able to be OP for most of the fight. And that's pretty exciting. And on top of that, we also have the bonuses.
Yeah, no, go for it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so we are just by principle, in the beginning, the global modifier is going to boost your status effects, right? So we can see at the bottom right side of the screen where it says bonuses, we have the thresholds, and for each threshold, the bonus actually keeps increasing. This bonus can also be shifted with the help of some passives, and there's also a secondary bonus that is given by the actives.
Yeah, I was about to mention the fact that this is a very different season compared to the season that we have right now, compared to Into the Dark. Into the Dark, we have the global modifier connected to like this ammo, the sample canisters, and then you get special ammo. It's a completely different dynamic for the players, and now we are encouraging them to take a completely different different approach to their plays. I could call this the anti-hot foot mechanic, because we're asking them to stay in cover. Do you have any take for the players, like what was the direction, how we decide to go from one season to the other, trying to change a lot this design?
Well, modifiers have always been about experimenting, about creating fresh new ways for players to enjoy how they play the game, right? So one of the most essential parts of a cover shooter is cover, right? So we wanted to make sure that for one season, players maybe play it a little more tactical, a little more, Beverly Hills Cop, getting over, doing a cover-to-cover over cars and stuff like that, right? So we want to make it cool. We want to make it interesting. We want to kind of slow the pace down a little bit. There's going to be ways for players who just want to run around to be able to do so. But for the majority of players, I think this is going to be an interesting change of pace.
Cool. So the pressure gauge will go up according to your actions. You're going to kill, you're going to perform a lot of things, and you're going to make that bar going up. We're going to play a little bit after this. So it's not going to be entirely UI HUD stream, as always in the PTS. We're going to play a little bit. But the thing is, it's deeply connected to the active modifiers, as you mentioned. They don't have cooldowns anymore, so you need to get this pressure gauge up so you can use them, right? I'm going to show here the 3 active modifiers that we have, and please bear in mind that this is not final, which means that this interface is not the one that you're going to test on Friday, because we have some stuff messed up with the description. So it's not supposed to be like this. It's going to be way better for you guys, but at least we can discuss what the active modifiers do, right? So let's start with the first one, the Fiery Aura. What can you tell us about them? Because this is for sure my favorite, and this is why it's already equipped.
Well, there you go. It's basically a different twist on the Zealot active modifier, to be honest, because it's all about resisting damage and sprinting around, but this time you're actually going to set enemies around you on fire. So within a certain radius, you run at them straight ahead like a tank, and the idea is that you set everybody on fire, do some cool stuff, kill everybody. It's a great time. Simple and clean.
Simple and clean. It's going to be great with my quick step, so I can be even faster to get as many enemies as possible. So next one in the list.
We have Vicarious Combustion. This one is an interesting one because it's basically making sure that you set up your battlefield, and then once you've planned it all out, it's all about setting everybody on fire, but doing so with headshots, right? So you headshot an enemy that is on fire, they spread it around like the plague. And it's a really interesting way for us to kind of try and allow players to just spread fire everywhere across the battlefield in interesting new ways.
And the final one, Sign, Shield, and Delivered.
Yes, Sign, Shield, Delivered. So you're going to notice, if I told you the seasons that I've made modifiers for, you're going to notice a common theme, and that is I always have something for people who like to play with the signature weapons because, they're underrepresented. So this one is all about shields and signature weapons, and if you have the firewall specialization, it's both. So it's all about making your specialization weapon stronger, making your shield significantly stronger, and allowing you to kind of just run and gun and be a killing machine for a short time. Amazing.
We have here also passive modifiers. The reason why they're not equipped is because in this build they are kind of broken, so I'm not using them, but on Friday you'll be able to experiment all of them. And here we have 2 categories. We have pressure, and if I go down we have tools. What can you tell us about the difference between them?
So the pressure ones, again, subtlety out the window. Pressure is all about managing the under pressure global modifier. So that means stuff like your actions creating more pressure, or your decay going down lower. We also have 2 modifiers called New Formula, Beta, and Gamma, which turn your status effects primary bonus from status effects to, I think it was signature weapon damage, because again, I'm a big fan, and hazard protection.
Yeah, I'm checking. I'm showing
and
now.
For the
so this is the beta, and this is the gamma. Yeah, and for the tools.
And for the tools, these are kind of like the fun, crazy ones, right? So we're bringing back a popular one, microwave coils, and I think everybody's going to be happy about that. But we're also making some interesting changes to the flamethrower itself, right? So with new model, we're making the flamethrower act a little bit different. With Afterburner, we're allowing players to set fire to enemies. Well, actually, no, that's the one that makes you run faster, right? So after setting enemies on fire, you run faster. So maybe you want to switch around your sidearm and, use something else other than quick step and focus on burning enemies and just running around the battlefield, right? So it's just another way for you to do that. We have flint and steel. So it's inspired by Companion, right? So the idea is you want to have your trusty little skill, right? And if you're focusing your fire on the same enemy, just like flint and steel, you're going to set them on fire. For fire with fire, again, a lot of fire this season. We're going to be boosting your burn damage by a lot if you get burnt. So interesting ways to play around with hazard protection, and again, with spreading fire in the neighborhood. For the fire starter, this is something that I really, really enjoy playing with. So we're going to massively increase the range of some of the grenades that you have in the game. And all of them will set fire to enemies a little bit. And finally, for modular plates, it's just a way for you to gain more health for your shield and for yourself. So this is kind of like making your armor kits a little bit stronger if you need it. And you're going to be in the middle of the fire, so you are going to need it.
Cool, amazing. And we always have the hostile modifiers. And here we have 3 for the season, as always. Can you explain a little bit about them? Draining Presence is the first one.
Yeah, so the whole idea about the hostile modifiers this time around is it's kind of the same logic of do thing, or rather don't do thing and get damaged, or, have like a negative effect applied to you in some way, shape, or form. This time, all 3 of the hostile modifiers have 2 things in common. They will always drain a little bit of your pressure gauge as well as having another effect. And second, if you set fire to the enemy that has this, you gain back everything that you lost and the modifier disappears forever. So again, you really want to wreak havoc on the battlefield and try to set fire to as many enemies as possible. Draining Presence makes it so that you... Sorry?
No, go on. I didn't say anything.
Yeah. So Draining Presence makes it so that if you're near this enemy, you're going to start losing a lot of your skill gauge. Your pressure gauge, and you're also going to be losing pieces of your magazine little bit by little bit. So you want to stay away from these guys. For Achilles heel, pun very much intended, and it's one of my favorite puns that I've made naming a modifier. It's what's said on the box, right? You break a weak point or an armor piece, and that's going to make the enemy and some allies around the enemy to actually get healed, right? So Achilles heal. Yeah. And finally, for the 1,000 cuts, it's pretty much just avoid getting hit by this guy, right? So these people are going to be shooting at you, and they're going to be applying a debuff on your outgoing damage, as well as with each hit, taking away a little bit of your pressure gauge. So again, set fire to these guys. It's going to be easy. Don't worry about it.
Amazing. So these are the modifiers, as someone said in the chat. So yeah, it's all about fire. Yes, indeed. We have the cleaners. A lot of things are around fires and house protection and all of that. So I feel this is going to be a cool season for people to enjoy, especially if they are on the incendiary side of things. Okay, we have new gear as well. I'm going to start with the weapons. So we have this beautiful weapon that has the texture missing, but if you're gonna play the PTS on Friday, it's gonna be here. As I mentioned, this is a super early build, so a lot of things will be broken, and it's part of the process of making PTS builds, especially considering when the Season 3 is gonna be released. So this is gonna be fixed for sure, but this is the exotic for this season. Let's start with the new talent that we have for the 2 weapons. We have Steamer and we have Teapot, and both of them, one is the assault rifle and the other is just the rifle. Both of them have the talent called Perfect Boiling Point, so the first 25% of your magazine will have minus 100% critical chance, the rest will have 100%. So you just warm up your weapon until you deliver a lot of crit hits, right? Any comment about this, Dragos?
Yes,
I know that
it's-
this is not exactly
it's-
what you designed, but feel free to jump here and discuss the things that I'm gonna be showing.
It's all about crits, man. It's a cool talent. I can't wait for you to get into the next ones, because again, a lot of them are going to be about fire.
Yeah, so
No surprise here.
the next one is the Fafnir. It's a shotgun, exotic shotgun for the season. It's not the climax mission, climax reward exotic for this season. This one is not going to be included in the PTS, so this is the one that comes with the beginning of the season. And the talent is called Dragon's Breath. So this is more fire. This is more your department. Can you tell us a little bit more about this talent?
Right. So if anybody's seen John Wick 4, that's absolutely badass scene where he starts blasting everybody with the Dragon's Breath shells. It's pretty much this, right? So again, each shot has a chance of applying burn, and yeah, burn baby burn. It's all about burning.
Amazing. So those are the weapons that we have for the PTS and for the season 3 that we plan right now. Please don't forget to share your feedback about those during the weekend. We're gonna have on Thursday the patch notes with the description with the all the right information about them. And we have a new gear set that is called Ember Engine, and this one is kind of it's a yellow core gear set, but also it's kind of about fire, right? So please help us with the spontaneous combustion gear talent that we have for the 4 pieces.
Well, again, it's all about spreading the fire, right? So status effects lead to burn, and burn leads to more burn. That's pretty much what it is, right? And this is going to sync fantastically well with the modifiers this season. So make sure you try to make some fun builds with this, because it's a really interesting way of playing the game when you can just set fire to everything all the time. It's a fun experience.
Okay, I will play with this gear set and with, let me change here to the Fafnir, and let's find some cleaners to face so people can understand the modifiers. Please, Dragos, feel free to comment about everything you see, especially if the modifiers are working how I plan to do. I know that this is not the perfect optimized build. I'm just playing with all the pieces from this gear set, and let's see how it goes. So the first thing I'm going is to the map. Thank you. Let me go there first to the where it is. Teleporting here. Now we're ready to go to the main mission. Dum, dum, dum. Show the chest and the backpack talent. Yes, I'm gonna show that in a bit. There's a reason why I'm not showing that, because I don't want to show the other things that we have in the inventory for that. But first, let's watch the gameplay. Sorry, yeah, in that direction. Let's yeah. So we have a control point here taken by the cleaners. We have Navy Plaza, and that's where I'm going right now. So there's a reason why I'm not showing that in the inventory, because I'm gonna share more things later. So yeah, secrets. We have more things planned for you, and that's okay. You have here a situation already, so you can see the chance has been applied. Oh. All right, so I have 10% of my pressure gauge, right? You can see in the
yes,
UI
so
there.
that boosted you up to tier 1, and that means you're now dealing more damage with status effects. They're just optimized.
Oh no. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this game. People will make fun of me. Oh my god. I'm trying to stay in cover because
you're
that's
going to notice.
just not my style. Yeah.
That's
Oh my
alright.
God.
There's some passive modifiers there for you to
counter for that.
to make the pain for that a little bit less severe. But you're gonna notice a lot of cleaners around the open world as well, and the more the season progresses, there's gonna be more and more of them. So that's going to be an interesting dynamic. You're really gonna want these guys out of DC by the end of it. So it might seem like a blessing in the beginning, but You'll see.
Okay, cool. Let me go there. Let's see more. So I'm just gonna. The main focus of playing here is to show the pressure gauge going up, and that's something that I believe we got it. I'm not gonna use the shotgun anymore. I'm sorry. I've been so bad at this.
Yes, and
Yeah.
keep in mind, you know, stuff is still getting balanced, and the reason for the PTS is actually for us to kind of gauge how players feel about things, and, you know, to try and make everything better. So if you feel like the decays may be too severe, or you're not getting enough enough points from your actions, all you have to do is tell us, and we'll listen to your feedback. We want to make this an extremely enjoyable and, you know, a fun thing to play. So don't be worried about sharing feedback.
Yes, please. I just faced some hyenas on the outside part of the control point, so let me get rid of them first. Yeah. And I think, yeah, we are having that issue, right? So this is not gonna be in the final.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry, this is not intended. This is not gonna be in the final version of the PTS that you're gonna experiment. But we had this issue that I'm trying to mitigate here. That is, the pressure gauge is not going up. It should be. I'm getting kills. I'm performing actions, but it's
Yeah.
not. It's not going up because of a bug that we have in this version. Not the version that is gonna be there on Friday. So please disregard that. With that said, there's very little reasons for me to play right now, other than showing the UI for that. Let me die here, or yeah, I'm gonna die. Go back to the White House so we can discuss the other things for the stream. I know a lot of people are saying, yeah,
Yes.
these guys don't play the game. These guys are terrible. All of that. Yes, I am terrible at this game, but I do play this game. You can see that this is actually my real character. And my character is like on level 1000 something, so I play this game more than my wife would like, but I'm just bad in this game, so I'm sorry for not having the skills required to showcase everything. But yeah, we have a bug
It's
in
okay.
this in
It's
this
the
version.
pressure of playing it live.
Yeah, the under pressure as a global modifier. We have a bug in this version of the
Well.
game that is not gonna be the same version that you're gonna test. And I was trying to compensate for the things that I knew that would cause that bug, but in the end, the bug happened again. This is just a very early work in progress. We have until Friday to fix many other bugs that we have already. So we expect that your experience is gonna be much more, much smoother than this that we are having. Okay. Yeah, this is the streaming course. All right, so we discussed about the the cleaners coming to the sea, the modifiers. You perform actions. You got your pressure gauge up. You have the active modifiers without cooldown, so you just need to find to reach a certain threshold, and you're gonna be there, and you'll be able to use. So we have a lot of things about the cleaners, fire, and all of that. And we have more stuff to show, actually, because we have a lot of other stuff in this season. One of them is the PvP changes that we're making, and you're going to understand where I'm trying to go. So first, something that's going to be on tomorrow's build, so something you'll be able to experiment tomorrow. Everything will be described in the patch notes. Today we have the patch notes for 2.3 being released, and on Thursday the patch notes for the PTS. Sorry. So this is the shooting range, and you can see we have new stuff here that you can press. We have PvP normalization and PvP balance for the shooting range. So now we're gonna have a better way for you guys to try to check your stats. We still have the view PvP stats here, but now you can actually see how they work in action. I have somewhere here the description exactly about the two toggles, but in the end of the day, you're going to have a much better description of that in the patch notes that's going out tomorrow. But basically, we're giving you a tool to test your builds on a PvP environment, especially like player versus player. If you want to see how we would perform against NPCs in a PvP environment like the Dark Zone, you can just use the regular PvE shooting range. Other things that we have for tomorrow's update that's going to be in the patch notes today. All Dark Zone loot was improved to heroic, regardless of the type of DZ. And for the PvP DZs, we're having a new contaminated loot pool that you're going to be able to get as well. I'm not going to give details. We have the patch notes for that. But you're going to have an extra pool of rewards for PvP DZ. So no toxic DZ, only the PvP ones. As we mentioned already in the other stream, the PvE DZ is here to stay. We're going to keep the toxic Dark Zone, but we're going to make some changes to it to make sure that it's working without the Into the Dark season. We also are bringing tomorrow gear sets and brand sets PvP rebalance. So we're going to have some changes to the talents of gear sets or the bonuses of gear sets and brand sets. So also something you'll be able to check in the patch notes today for PvP only. I know that you're going to have a lot of opinions. You're going to be able to discuss a lot about what we're changing, how it affects PvP or not. But as we mentioned, we have a lot of plans for PvP. Rebalancing is part of that. We have like an ongoing effort with Flooring that you guys met already to apply a lot of balances to keep PvP fair or to improve the PvP experience. And the second part of that will come tomorrow with 2.3. So we had the first pass of balance on 2.0 and now another one on 2.3. And finally, that's the reason why I'm bringing all of that we're talking about season 3. We're gonna have with tomorrow's update augments PvP rebalance. So we are changing we're tweaking the numbers for augments for PvP. But Leo, we don't have a place in PvP, or we don't have a Dark Zone in PvP to apply our prototype gears or to use our prototype gear. And that's the change that we're making for one of the changes that we're making for this season that we're bringing. If we can showcase here, yep, the new Dark Zone. This is the Blackout Dark Zone. Is this different version that is invaded, and it's completely I don't know, this is the go crazy Dark Zone, right? So we have, it's always evaded, we have the Black Tusks, stronger enemies, no normalization at all, and prototype gear is enabled with the PvP override that we have just mentioned that's coming tomorrow. Any comments about this, Dragos? I'm sorry, I've been talking for, I don't know, hours here now without giving you the chance to speak.
No, don't worry about it. I think this just goes to show that we're really committed to making PvP players have a better time, and we're listening to their feedback, and we're trying to, give them things to do and make sure that they don't feel neglected anymore. So
we're gonna have much more things for the future. We have like an ongoing long plan, but again, balance and new Dark Zone rewards, new Dark Zone variation is coming with this season. The other thing that we can show here is actually the new toxic PvE Dark Zone. So it's still PvE, it's the same Dark Zone that you guys know, but it's gonna come with a few changes, and you can see the new debuffs that we have here, and we have a lot of new information about the toxic Dark Zone. So I'm gonna list them. Again, I'm not gonna play. You see how bad I play this game, but I want you guys to know everything that is coming and that you're gonna be able to test during the PTS. So things about the toxic DZ. We're adding new factions, so it's not only hyenas anymore. You're gonna be able to find other factions in there. We don't have sample canisters anymore, so I know that some people are not the biggest fans of those. You're not gonna need to extract sample canisters for the toxic DZ. We have some values rebalance, like we mentioned, to make sure that the debuffs are according to the experience that we wanna offer. And extracting your contaminated gear now will clear your debuffs. So this is something that is gonna help you stay longer in the Dark Zone. When you call the helicopter, you extract your gear that you looted, you're gonna clear your your debuff. So you're gonna be able to go there with a fresh effort for longer. And the rest is the other important thing here is that we are disabling the PvP normalization, which means that you're gonna have your PvE build with the proto normalization that you usually have on incursions and raids. So you're not going to have to use any more PvP stats. You're going to be able to use your PvE stats with the same normalization applied to incursions and raids, so no prototype gear. So this is what's changing for the toxic PvE-DZ, and there we discussed about the new Blackout DZ with with no normalization and prototype gear included. All right. Any comments about Dark Zones, Dragos? Especially the PvE Dark Zone, because
cool.
the only one that the last one that I mentioned.
You're gonna be able to use the modifiers there as well. So it's just, again, it's a way for players to enjoy content that maybe previously wasn't, as palatable to them. And yeah, we like listening to player feedback. So
for sure,
the PvP
a lot of those feedbacks, a lot of the changes are based on feedback. So players are like, yeah, we would like to clean the debuffs faster or have a reliable way. Boom, you can extract now and it's done. We would like to play with our PvE weapons or PvE stats with our PvE builds. Boom, no normalization. So, it's an ongoing process, as we like to take things little by little, especially because of all the production limitations that we have here to make changes very fast and test them. So this is coming for Season 3, and this is coming for the PTS that you're going to be able to play test on Friday. The patch notes with all the changes are going to be included on Thursday in the patch notes, but I'm already spoiling some of the things that you're going to see tonight with the 2.3 patch notes and all of that. All right, and this brings me to another part of the PvP balance that we're discussing, that is the skills. So for 2.3, you're going to be able to play with we're going to have the gear and brand sets rebalance for PvP. But for 3.0, so we want feedback for that because those numbers are not final. We want to make changes. I know that Florian will love feedback about that. We're going to have PvP changes or balance changes for the skills. So you're going to be able to check, of course, in the patch notes, the full table with all the changes, how it was before, how it is right now. But you're going to be able to see all the changes that we are planning to apply for Season 3 for the skills in PvP environment. I know that you guys have a lot of opinion. We have a lot of things that needs to be fixed and adjusted to ensure a fair experience to everybody. So please take your time to play the PTS, to test modifiers, to test the new gear, and also to test the PvP changes that we're applying to skills. So three phases for now. So the talents in phase 1 for 2.0, now gear and brand balance for 2.3, and then 3.0 we're bringing skills rebalance, and little by little we're making PvP better for everyone. All right. What else we have here? I'm sorry, I'm going back and forth with the script. The missing inventory weapons or the inventory gear that I wanted to change. The reason why I was waiting for that is because the new exotic that I'm going to show, it's being added to the game because of something that we are doing with Season 3. That is PvE rebalance. So we promised and we tried to be very clear, but I'm going to use this opportunity to be very clear again. We are not nerfing strikers. That was a misunderstanding from that stream. We just said that strikers is an outlier and it's very appealing for players. And a lot of people in the internet was like, yeah, they need to, instead of nerfing striker is such a bad idea, they need to make everything around it better or more appealing. And that's actually what we're doing. That was planned already. And we didn't want to create any controversial statements about that. But now we are directly addressing that. We're not nerfing strikers, but we are changing the stats of some of the gear that you have, and this balance is going to be a big one, I think, for the community, at least for those who love theory craft or build craft and all of that. So please use the PTS to provide feedback, so when it actually goes live, you have the best version of those items for you. So it's not because we're trying to do stuff here that is actually going to be on Season 3. Your feedback is very important of what is good or what's not with our approach for the future. So by saying that, let me go and share the new exotic for this season. And the new exotic for this season is called Iron Will. And this talent is your next body shot will be considered a headshot. So please, Dragos, help me understand why this is the talent of this chess piece.
So the talent of this chess piece is basically going to rework, or not rework, but it functions very similarly to how Determined works, right? So it's a way for us to, well, I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm gonna let you say it.
So what we're doing is actually we are changing Determined to be working as perfect Determined. And by adding this exotic, we're giving players the opportunity to still use the old version of Determined, but without Headhunter. So this is a nerf to Determined, but it's a way of us to keep, like, especially this the usage of the snipers in a good way. And this is, I know this is the most controversial topic. This is why I wanted to start with this one. The other stuff I feel that players would enjoy more. But yeah, this is the Iron Will, the exotic chess piece that is coming with this season. The reason why I didn't bring up is because it's, as you mentioned, almost like an overlap with Determined. And we're trying new things. We're trying to change how Determined works. So all the Determined talents will work now as perfect Determined, and now we are adding this to have the older variation. Do you want to comment? Did I say anything wrong here? I know that this is not exactly your expertise. I know that Raul has a much better way of expressing this as well, but I'm trying my best here.
Well, I just wanted to let you bring out the nerf news, but. Yeah, no. Raul's been really hard at work making sure that the game is fun and that we're allowed to have different ways of experiencing and enjoying the game at the highest levels. So I think it's a good change. But we'll see what the community thinks.
Yeah, let's see. The other things that we have here, now I can explain the specific specific talents for the chest piece and the backpack, and the Ember engine. So spontaneous combustion is the talent that you have by having 4 pieces. Basically, the chest piece helps you to increase the chance of applying it, and the backpack, it's here. The backpack will effect you apply has a 20% chance of also applying burn to the enemy. So it's basically like one helps the chances and the other the effect.
Go down lower.
Yes. Cool. And we have other things. So the first thing that I want to say about the PvE changes that we're making and trying to make justice to the whole vision and the whole effort that Raul has put on bringing everything, and like we mentioned, not nerfing Striker, but making everything more interesting. You're going to be able to see all the changes that we're making for Season 3, or that we want to make, and you can provide feedback. But we have a very clear direction for gear sets. So gear sets right now is something that we want to change to make sure that whatever is more complex to use delivers a higher output, and whatever is more simple is going to have like the ceiling lower. So we want to make sure that what is we want to reward difficulty. So people who can play very well the complex gear sets can have a better output for that. And we're changing a lot of the gear sets because of that. So you're going to be able to check on Thursday everything that we have planned for that. But one of the things that I knew that players would love, someone said, Leo, scroll down, bro. So everybody wants to see what we did for True Patriots. So we have changed, let me actually change here to the True Patriots. Yeah. So here you can see the changes that we are doing to True Patriot. We're trying to buff it for sure. We're trying to bring to a better state. And the True Patriot is just one of the examples of what we're trying to do to gear set. So we're trying to help players to add more. We're trying to add more value to the gear sets. Obviously, it can be further tuned. But we're changing how the other gear sets are working, and we knew that True Patriot was an important one for players, so we changed that as well. So please share your feedback about what you think about True Patriot, and not only True Patriot, but all the other gear sets that we're changing. Again, we're not nerfing strikers, but we're trying to make other things more relevant and more according to the things we have. I love the way that people is now saying that I was trolling about not scrolling. And the other thing that we're doing is actually changing brand sets, and the brand sets approach is a different one. Do you want to comment on the gear sets first? I know that you didn't work on that, but you understand the general vision for gear sets for the future.
Yeah, no, I think you pretty much hit the nail on the head. The vision for this is to allow players to, kind of make it proportional with the effort, right? So the more effort there is, the more benefits you get. That's seems fair to me.
All right, and the other things that we are planning is about brand sets. So brand sets right now. Basically, what we're trying to do is actually to change and replace, and I'm going to take my notes so I don't say anything wrong to make justice for Raul. I think it's actually here. Yeah, I told you there's a lot of things. So just explaining very quickly the gear set. So we are rebalanced on a more difficult to use at full capacity, so more output. And we're starting with the red core sets, but we're gonna change a few things. Ortiz and True Patriot are the first ones that are not red core that we're changing, but blue core and yellow core will come later. So we're not changing all the gear sets, but especially red core to balance those, and then True Patriot and Ortiz as well, and then the rest is coming later. For the brand sets, we are not only changing numbers, but we're also swapping attributes to make sure that we offer to players attributes that they care about or they think it's they're good, like things that people actually want to use to complement their builds, to use that one or two pieces in their build. So what we're changing, so we're removing the bonuses on the brand sets for shock resistance, health, incoming repairs, and swap speed. We're removing them and we're replacing them. Some of the for bonuses that you already know, but also we have something new for that is protection from elites. So now you can get protection from elites from your brand set, and this is the reason why I have here my 511 is because the first bonus that you get now with one piece of 511 is protection from elites 10%. So we're changing a few stuff. The 511 went from 30% health to 10% protection from elites and 30% incoming repairs to 100% increased threat. So we're making changes to brand sets in general, replacing those bonuses that people didn't like that much, and also changing, tuning the numbers to make sure that they're more interesting. It's not like we're making brand sets more useful than gear sets. It's just like we want to deliver value, especially with 1 and 2 pieces for players who use them for to complement their builds. And the other things that we are doing is that we're not releasing, this might be controversial as well, we're not releasing brand sets anymore in our updates. So we're making a change to the philosophy of how we make seasons. This season has a new gear set, but doesn't have a new brand set. Why? Because we feel that we already have a lot of options that we can just work around. And for that reason, let me go to my full, yeah. For that reason, what we're actually bringing every season is actually different named pieces for existing brand pieces. So you're gonna see here that we have the new, let me find here, the new, where it is, Rushdown, for example. This is a new named piece for Richter and Kaiser, and has a the perfect tag team, and we have then we're adding new named items for the existing brand sets. I'm sorry, I've been talking for longer. Do you want to comment on the decision of doing that? I think you also might have a take on that.
I mean, not much of a comment here. We have enough brand sets, and I think it's actually cool to get more named items every season instead of another brand set. So, and especially with the changes coming, I think players are going to have their hands full with the changes this season.
So trick shot here for Imminence Armaments is a different one. We also changed the Imminence Armaments bonuses, if I'm not mistaken. But again, there are a lot of things, and yeah, we have protection from elites. This is a new bonus, so for sure. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, we are adding weapon damage, but I'm gonna check later. Like in the patch notes on Thursday, you're gonna have everything. I'm here talking a lot because a lot of those changes are like delivered last minute. But we have a new chess piece for the imminence armaments. It's called Trick Shot with perfectly reassigned. We also have Trick Shot rush down. We have a backpack. Yeah, Keeper is another backpack that we have here for 511 with perfect protector. And what is the other one? It's not here, I feel. Maybe it's this one with the wrong name. Perfect concussion. Yeah, it's supposed to be called the Melon Valor. So you're going to be able to see everything in the patch notes. Again, I'm sorry, I'm trying to bring everything as early as possible for players to take a look and obviously provide feedback. So this is the overall direction we're going with PV changes. You're going to be able to test them on Friday. Give your feedback, please. Those are not final. We're open to change. It's just a way for us to hear your feedback about bringing the balance to the meta in a way that other builds can be more appealing to the community. So gear sets are going to be rebalanced, especially for Red Cores and True Patriot, to be reward more challenges. So things that are more complex are going to have a better output. Brand sets, we're not shipping more brand sets, but we're adding more name pieces to existing brand sets, and we're replacing bonuses by things that players care more, and changing a few of the things. Stuff like shock resistance is going to become hazard protection, for example. So we're rebalancing some of those things as well. And finally, we have determined change. Now it works as perfect determined. Sorry. And to compensate for that, we have an exotic chest piece that will have the old talent, but it's not gonna help. It's not gonna allow you to do the combo determined headhunter anymore. Man, that was a lot. I'm sorry. I knew that this is gonna be a lot, but I have thousands of paper here trying to cover everything and make sure that I'm making justice to the people that have worked very hard to bring those changes for Season 3. Dragos, in a nutshell, what do you want to say to the community about Season 3 and the PTS they're going to be able to test on Friday?
Well, you know, I'm a guy that really likes puns, so I've been keeping it inside me for this long, but this season's going to be lit. The PTS is going to be lit, and you know, it's going to be fire and stuff.
Oh, sorry. I just noticed that I didn't cover one of the main topics that players are asking here, and that's actually the part that I'm taking the questions from the chat. So during our dev stream 2 weeks ago with Yannick and Steve, we mentioned the fact that we are working on prototype gear recalibration or some sort of that, a unique design that we are preparing here. We mentioned that it's being worked on and that we would have an update about that. So far, it's still in progress, but it's not coming for the beginning of Season 3. So we are making sure, based in a lot of feedback that we got from the community, we're making sure that the version that we deliver is very close to the final one or to a version that players can fully enjoy. So we are trying to make sure that the best version of it will hit the live servers, and this take time not only to implement but also to test and all of that. We know how sensitive is the end game with prototype gear recalibration and all of that. Everything that it's about the time that you guys put on grinding and farming those items. So we're making sure that when we deliver, we're delivering the right things for you guys. So it's not coming with the beginning of Season 3, and we're going to use all the opportunities that we have other live streams to give you an update if it's coming soon or not, based on the progress that the team is making right now. I can guarantee to you that it's a very important topic here. We're working very hard on making that happen, and we have a lot of things planned. There's a lot of different things happening at the same time, but as soon as we have an update to share about when it's coming, you guys are going to be the first ones to know for sure, and we are committed to bring transparency on that. And for now, for Season 3, for the beginning of Season 3, and for the PTS, most importantly, is not ready yet and is not coming. So I know that you guys want that, but we want to make it good because we don't wanna deliver half-baked version of that, especially knowing how important it is for the end game and for our veterans. So I know it's not exactly what you want to hear, but at the same time, we want to make sure that we are prioritizing quality over speed, and we're going to deliver as soon as possible because we know how important it is for all of you. Cool, cool, cool. So I'm going to just do a quick recap about everything. Today, we have the patch notes for 2.3. It's going to bring the PvP shooting range, some changes for gear sets and brand sets on PvP. It's going to bring the new incursion. It's going to bring the new climax mission. It's being released. The 2.3 is being released tomorrow, and the patch notes is coming tonight. Thursday comes the patch notes for PTS, and on Friday you'll be able to play test everything from the PTS. So you're going to be able to check all those PV changes that I mentioned here. Check if our direction makes sense, provides feedback, and help us about everything. We also have, obviously, for tomorrow, we have the incursion dropping, and with that, the reward for 24-hour completion. So make sure to stay tuned in our socials, because as soon as the servers go live, we're gonna specifically mention when is the deadline for the completion. So I know that some people are concerned, like, oh, maybe the maintenance will go over and we're gonna lose those hours. You don't need to worry about that. We're gonna adjust the duration of the completion time for whenever the live servers go up, especially because we know that this is a very important thing for the people who wants to join first. And talking about that, you cannot or you shouldn't expect the reward to be automatically granted. What we're going to do is basically get the list of players who will complete the incursion in the 24-hour, and then we're going to grant ourselves to you. So it's not going to be an automatic reward popping up in our screen. In your screen is going to be, after completing, is going to be us actually handling the arm patch to those who did it. And after 7 days, is going to be the same thing. Cool, Dragos, thank you so much for coming here. I know that we had a lot of other things to cover, and that put you in a situation of not having like all the details of things that your colleagues are working. But I think this is great. I really like how you approach seasons, and I was super happy with having you here because I feel that it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be fire. Thank you so much for coming.
Hell yeah. Thank you for having me. It's been really fun, and yeah, enjoy and make sure that you give us your feedback.
Yes, feedback, very important. So Friday, PTS starts. Give your feedback over the weekend, and we're gonna make sure to also reflect everything through the dev notes, maybe through the dev notes about your feedback and what we're changing for the real Season 3 launch. Tomorrow, for those who are tired of me, tomorrow we have another stream. We have a watch party stream. We're going to have some guests as well to discuss the incursion, people who worked on making the incursion, and we're going to be watching some content creators from Twitch playing the incursion. So if you are a content creator, no matter your size, we're going to be scrolling Twitch and checking channels. So yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm super excited to see how players will take that challenge. And tomorrow is the big day for those who like a big challenge. Dragos, thank you so much. For those in the chat, thank you so much for your audience.
Thank you.
And again, we're going to be in touch, and tomorrow I'll be here again to maybe clarify more things that might not be clear for this time. All right, guys, see you next time. Thank you so much. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
See you.
All right. Ooh, man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Will you be on Twitch tomorrow? I think I'll be on YouTube tomorrow. Whenever there's a new launch for anything, I start on YouTube. This is the primary platform, and then I go over to Twitch after. So like today, for example, I'll be going from here on YouTube, and then I'll be going over to Twitch later. So Grogu said I just missed it. I can fill you in. I can catch you up to speed. This needs addressing. What are you talking about? What you talking about? Mm-hmm. All right. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts. What'd you guys think overall? Big W, big L. What'd you think about the prototype, PvP? What did you think about all of those other changes? Dude said, tell me it's not bad in the DZ. Well, they're doing a prototype DZ. They're doing a PvE DZ with actual PvE specs, so no more PvP rebalancing. They're doing a... What else are they doing? Dude, they're doing so much. They're doing a brand set rework for 511 and True Patriot. Booyah. The Cronus Zen thing? No, they did not mention anything about they did not mention anything about cheating. They didn't mention anything about that. Negative. Negative. Stop playing PvP or accept the cheating. They did say they are nerfing they're changing determined, and they're making perfect determined actually be perfect determined. Whatever that means, we'll test it on Friday. They also said they're going to come out with a new exotic chess piece that pretty much replaces the whole headhunter determined thing. So we'll see. I think they want us to pair up the new determined or the new perfect determined with the new exotic chess piece. They never will. They already announced the change to determined. They already did. It's in the stream. Menace said the patch notes are out. All right. So if the patch notes are out, I'm going to do a recap video. Do you guys want me to read them right now? Here. But it's a sniper chest. Yeah, chess piece. Yeah, chess piece. Stand by. All right, the patch notes for tomorrow are out. Yeah. Okay. So I have to do a breaking news thing. Okay. All right. So I'm going to do a patch notes video. I can record the patch notes part with you, but then I'm going to finish the video off stream, okay? So if that's what you guys want, there's 559 of you. We need to hit like 300 likes. If you want me to do this live with you and you watch part of the video live, let's hit 300 likes. It's like what, 40 likes away? Come on. We'll do it live. But let's at least hit 300 likes. Come on. It's not even all of you. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's only 40 of you. Come on. We'll do the live patch notes. But if you guys are gonna make me do that and you get to watch it early, the least you could do is hit the like. All right. All right. All right. You guys hit the like? All right. Let's go do the patch notes. All right. We're going to go do the patch notes. Okay. You got it. You got it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Hey, I told you the one requirement. You did it. Let's go. All right. You got it. So, let's see. Do I want to start here? I think I want to start on my own channel. So let's go ahead and start there. All right. We'll start there, and then we'll jump over to the patch notes. Okay? Or actually, boom. And there we go. Boom. Right? Fuck it. We'll do it live. We're doing it live. We're doing it live. All right. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. You guys ready? Don't make me laugh. Yo, if you guys make me laugh while I record this, I'm going to be so effing peeved, you know, like totes. Okay? Like, all right? Don't make me laugh. All right. Here we go. Yo, Frank with the membership. Hey, thank you, man. Thank you. Santiago. It means a whales, but what? Hold on. Stay classy, San Diego. Go fuck it. What? Damn it, Ron Burgundy. You poop mouth. All right, here we go. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Where is patch notes? There we go. And starting with the patch notes. This is fresh off the press. And, well, here we go from the Division game. The Storm reaches Steel Creek tomorrow. Broken Rain is almost here. Alongside the season's climax mission, stretch goals. Ooh, there we go. We have a new stretch goals event. And the next phase of PvP. All of this is happening tomorrow. This is all a part of the patch notes for tomorrow. Look at this new image. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Hey, they went away from the typical 3-person. Look at that. There's 4 of them. Look at that. Almost like they're doing the incursion. I like it. I like it. Now, what are these weapons here? Any of these new weapons? Looks like a Cetar. What is this one? What is that skin? Almost looks like the St. Elmo's. Like a different version of the St. Elmo's. And then, what is that? That's the automatic marksman rifle, right? What's this one over here? None of these look new that I'm aware of. They look like existing weapons. All right. New patch notes. We have a new stretch goals event. New PvP balancing. This is going to be pretty legit, so buckle up. New patch notes. Ooh, 12-minute read. I'll put that to the test. All right, new Broken Rain incursion, stretch goals, and PvP updates. Let's go. They're talking about the incursion, the event pass. Ooh, the event pass. Stretch goals event, climax, mission, the new PvP updates, and additional bug fixes. Here's the new, the new incursion boss. Yo, is he wearing like a lumberjack? oh yeah, look, he has the chainsaw. Look at that. Okay. I'm digging it. Hurricane Morgan, okay, is closing in on Pennsylvania, where the Rikers have seized the Steel Creek Dam and hydroelectric power plant, one of the last functioning power stations on the East Coast. So we're going to Pennsylvania. All right. Well, that's a first. So Pennsylvania, Rikers, and there's going to be a hurricane. Yo, a hurricane in a hurricane in Pennsylvania? Hold on. Yo, I don't want to sideline it there, but is anyone from Pennsylvania? When was the last time you guys had a hurricane? Like, legit had a hurricane. Anyways, moving on. With the reservoir rising and the facility at risk, agents must breach the Rikers fortifications, taking down the leaders, controlling the stronghold. So this is us with a Warhound. Let's see here. We have to secure the dam before the storm causes more damage. Okay. Ooh. Then we have our 2 patches. We will have 2 special arm patches available for the launch of this new incursion called Broken Rain. The first one is to anyone that completes it within the first 24 hours. Now, we just got done listening to the devs live stream, and during the devs live stream, Leo said that they will start an official counter once the update is live. So they'll make a official post saying from this time to this time, if you complete it, you get the patch. That way, no time is wasted, whether it be on, maintenance or what have you. So that sounds good. All of these changes sound good, and legit, today is a really good day. This is all in the right direction. Like whatever whatever happened over there worked, because they are doing everything that we asked. So that's pretty cool. The next patch is a 7-day patch. Now, if you complete it within the first 24 hours, you're going to get both patches no matter what. Because technically, if you completed it within the first 24 hours, you also completed it within the first week. So rightfully so, you're going to get both the gold and silver beaver patch. Nice. Who's going to be sporting the new beaver patch? Now it says here, to allow time for everyone to log in after the maintenance on August 11th, the reward window will begin 1 hour after the servers come back. Okay, so like I said, Leo already stated that, and they have it in the patch notes. They also state that they will confirm the exact start and end time on their social. Next up, what? Hold on. Prototype gear can be used in Broken Rain? Yo, what? Didn't they say prototype gear couldn't be used in incursions? Ooh. Yo, that's okay. Prototype gear can be used in Broken Rain, but its stats will be fully normalized. Okay, there you go. Rage bait. This means that prototype augments will also be disabled, and the prototype stats will be reduced to their minimum values. So, I mean, that's already what we knew. The same system's already being used for Paradise Lost. Yeah, we knew that. Operation Iron Horse and Operation Dark Hours. Keep this in mind when preparing for your build. Yeah, we knew that. We knew that. You could have just said prototype gear doesn't work. You could have just said that, and then it works just like everywhere else. It just normalizes it. Yeah, we knew that. I like the way they worded that, because if you just stop it right there, it sounds really crazy. But then when you read the whole thing, you're like, oh, okay. Next up, rewards. One of the standout rewards for the Broken Rain incursion is going to be Steel and Sons ACR. So that will be the brand new exotic ACR. And it is a exotic rifle. Isn't the ACR a assault rifle? Hopefully they mean assault rifle. Hopefully. I really don't want another rifle, man. No, it says it right there. ACR SS rifle. Okay. So let's see what this new exotic rifle does. We're going to have, isn't it under the AR category for expertise? I'm so confused. Anyways, so we have a new exotic ACR. It will be a SS rifle called Steel and Sons ACR. The talent is going to be called Confirm and Execute. It says here that there are 2 different versions of this, a PvE and a PvP. The PvE version of this new exotic, body shots will add a stack to the enemy. Max stack of 3. Hitting a different enemy will remove all the stacks. This weapon will deal 4% amp damage per stack. So that's what, 12 amp damage? Okay. Your next headshot on an enemy with stacks will consume all the stacks, dealing 11% amplified damage. Okay. I mean, isn't that like the Liberty pistol? Destroying an enemy's weak point will cause them to take 10% amplified damage. All right, so you're shooting an enemy in the body, and you get amplified damage, 12%. You then shoot him in the head, you get 11%. You then destroy a weak point, you get 10%. So the max damage you can deal at any given time is going to be the 12% amp damage to the body. Is that worth it? No. What's flatline? What's ignited? What's sadist? You know what I mean? There's so many other things out there. I don't know. It sounds kind of lackluster. All right, PvP. Let's see what it does in PvP. Body shots add 1 snack, max of 3. Yep. 3% amp damage. So that's 9% amplified damage. Get the fuck out. Why? And then your next headshot, 9%. And then destroying an enemy's weak point in PvP. What weak point are you destroying in PvP? Can anyone answer me that? I mean, is it like a skill? Are they like destroying like a person's turret or a hive? What counts as a weak point in PvP? But then that gives you 5% amp damage. So at any given time, you're only getting 9% amplified damage in PvP. And at any given time, you're getting 12% amp damage in PvE. Yeah, I don't know. I'm good. And this is what it looks like. Oh, that's the weapon. Going back up. Let me show you. The image right here. That's the new exotic rifle. So this is the new ACR right here. Called the Steel and Sons ACR. Okay. All right. Cool. It says that there are 2 ways to earn the Steel and Sons ACR. A chance from the final reward chest after a full completion, or from the bosses after repeat runs. If I remember this correctly, it's a 10% chance from the final chest, and then it's a 1% chance from the bosses. That's how they typically do the incursions and raids, where it's a 10% and a 1%, and then you can only do it once a week per character. So each character you can do this incursion, and then each character you can open up the final chest. Now it says here that from the final chest and the new incursion starting tomorrow, each of your characters is eligible for 1 roll per week. I just said that. Eligibility for resets is with the global reset. Yep, every Tuesday. Completion time and individual performance does not affect the drop chance. Right, so you can just jump in right before the end, take out the final boss, and get it. Yeah, it doesn't matter. And it's not based off of individual performance, so you could get carried, or you could be the healer, whatever. Now it says after you clear it the first time, additional clears, you must be present when the boss is defeated. So whenever you are shooting that boss during that part of the incursion, make sure that you are actually there in the game and you are eligible for the drop. You can repeat the incursion as many times as you want during the week, but the final reward chest is only once a week. The drop chance will remain the same every single time you do it. So again, it's going to be a 10% drop chance from the final chest, and then it's a 1% from the bosses. And then that's it. So you get 10% once a week, and then 1% thereafter. Now, we have a new event pass. I don't think we've ever had this before. This is something brand new. We're having a paid-for season pass during a incursion launch. Okay. Now, these look like they're hurricane people, right? The JTF, they're going into the hurricane in Pennsylvania, right? Broken Rain. It says here that the Broken Rain Pass will be available from August the 11th to the 25th. So it's going to be a 2-week-long event. This is going to go side by side with the new stretch goals event. So remember, we have to talk about that as well. Now it says the Broken Rain event pass will be available from August the 11th to the 25th with new JTF themed outfits. Yeah, it looks like hurricane based JTF. You know what I mean? It doesn't look bad. I see exactly what they were going for. The free track is going to give you 2 of the outfits. The premium track is going to give you all 4. And then the premium track will also give you 2 exotic caches and a outfit token. Outfit tokens. Uh-oh, we have a brand new currency. The premium track will also introduce brand new outfit tokens. This will be a new currency that will be used to unlock selected outfits from the store. 1 outfit token will unlock a full outfit. Even if you already own some of the items, look for the outfit token icon to see which outfits are available. If an outfit can be unlocked with more than 1 currency, you can choose between an outfit token, premium credits, or textiles. So I'm assuming anything that you can get with textiles, you'll also be able to get with an outfit token. Okay. I mean, that's interesting. Okay. A brand new outfit token. But you can only get the outfit token if you pay for it. So why wouldn't you just pay for your outfit? So you're going to pay for a token to pay for your outfit? That's like buying tokens at an arcade just to play the game. I don't know. I mean, okay. Yeah, moving on. Into the Dark stretch goals event. So for everyone that's asking about the Lexington, the Turmoil, the Ouroboros, the Eagle Bearer, the Ravenous, all of those drops, they typically add them in the stretch goals event, okay? Same with all of the Hunter exclusive items, same with all of the seasonal items like the Quick Step, the Harvest, all of those things they typically add to the stretch goals event, okay? So this is the time where you jump back into the game, and this is the time where you get your farming pants on, and then you just start farming and farming and farming until your eyes bleed. What? Yeah, until your eyes bleed. Yeah. I mean, it's just a metaphor. Come on. Now, the Into the Dark stretch goals track will open up on August the 18th. Oh, okay. So here's what's going to happen. Tomorrow, we're getting the Incursion and the Incursion event pass. Next week, we get the stretch goals. Oh, hold on. Tomorrow, we get the Incursion and the event pass. This weekend, we're getting the PTS. And then next week, we are getting the stretch goals event. So it's going to be very, very busy for the community. Now, it says starting next week, the Into the Dark stretch goals event will open up and remain available until the end of the season. Once you reach tier 100 of the seasonal pass, you can continue progressing through the stretch goals event. So remember, what they're going to end up doing starting tomorrow is a big XP event. Because what they do the week prior is they do a big XP event to make sure that everybody is seasonal level 100, and then that way everyone can jump into the stretch goals event. Now it says here that the track will include a standard and premium cache, or prestige cache, my bad, prestige, not premium. You're not paying for the stretch goals event. The prestige cache will appear at tier 10 of your stretch goals event, and it's earned through the same way that you earn typical seasonal XP. So you can get it through just open world stuff, missions, strongholds, doing your seasonal journey, things like that, priority objectives, all of those projects, daily and weekly projects, all of those sources will give you season XP and also the stretch goals XP. Now it says the Into the Dark cache, this is going to be your typical cache for the stretch goals event. It will give you some vanity items. You'll have a new outfit, some new patches, and new weapon skins. But then at a 10% drop chance, you will get a named weapon or a named item, and these are all of your exclusive named items. So Lexington, Stack Broker, Turmoil, Caretaker. I mean, these are all the things that people ask about. The Shield Splinter, Huntsman, Handbasket, Harvest, Chill Out Mask, the Quick Step. The First Bloom is back. The Hunter Killer, the First Sight, the Slayer, the Slingshot, Oh Carol, Festive Delivery, Snow Machine, and finally the Bell Ringer. Now, yes, a majority of these you can get from the Houndsman Bounty, Bloody Houndsman Bounty, right now in the game, if you can find someone that has that bounty. But during the Stretch Goals event, this is the only time that you can get your access to the special holiday items, but then also these hunter items. The Caretaker is another special one. That's your shepherding item. And then your Turmoil, Stack Broker, and Lexington are also special named items. So this is a pretty big event for new and returning players to get everything that you want in the game. A lot of veteran players, they roll their eyes during the Stretch Goals event because it's literally just giving everyone all of the exclusive items. And all you have to do is really just farm through this event, and you can get everything in the game. I mean, it truly is that simple. Now, moving on, you have some seasonal exotics that you can pick up during the Stretch Goals event. The Caduceus, the Nurse's Knee Pads, the Nemesis, Liberty, the Chatterbox, Dodge City, and Ridgeway's Pride. But here are the special exotics. This is where they're giving away the Regulus, you see? Now, that's the most exclusive exotic in the game, because not only do you have to do the Iron Horse raid, but then you have to do the Iron Horse raid, complete the projects, complete the quest, and then do the Iron Horse raid again to get this weapon. So it's very exclusive, but if you can get it during this event, you're good to go. Then you have the Eagle Bearer, the Ravenous, the Bighorn, the Ouroboros, the Provocateur, the Birdies, Tinkerer, Tempest, Blacklister, Sheriff, and finally, the Whiplash. Now, as far as the Prestige portion, the Prestige cache is the same cache, just with better drop chances. So it's the same list, but you can see it has better percentages, right? So the Prestige Into the Dark cache will still give you the outfit patches and skins. Here are your rare named items, your seasonal and rare exotics with different drop chances. Now, that's on the Stretch Goals event. So remember, tomorrow is the Incursion and the Broken Rain event. Next week is the Stretch Goals event. So those are two completely different things. Now, tomorrow, we are also getting the Climax mission. So this is going to be a really big day for everyone tomorrow. Because on top of trying to finish the Incursion within the first 24 hours, we also have to do the Climax mission. So the Climax mission, here we go, becomes available on August 11th. Completed on Master Difficulty for the first time to earn the new Underboss Exotic SMG. The Underboss Exotic SMG is a Tommy gun, and it has a really funny talent, you'll see. Now, it says after your first completion, the Underboss will still have a chance to drop after you complete this on higher difficulties for better chances, or, you'll have a chance to get it on those lower difficulties. But if you just do it on Master that first run, you get it guaranteed. Now, the reason why I was, giggling about the Underboss is because this is an exotic SMG, and it's a Tommy gun with Gangland Hit for the talent. So it's a Tommy gun for all you Gangland hits. Now we need the old, like, Chicago, style suits. You know what I mean? Now, this is a Tommy gun. Remember, it's one of the worst exotics in the game. However, let's see what it does. We have a PvE version and a PvP version. The PvE version. Shooting an enemy with this weapon will apply a mark. You can only apply one mark at a time. Shooting another enemy will transfer that mark. more marks can be applied by other agents using the same weapon. A maximum amount of marks can be applied is 4. So you have to have 4 people shooting the same weapon at the same target. Now it says here that the weapon will deal 20% amplified damage to those marked enemies, and it's increased by 5% for each person using it. So basically what you're doing is you're going to have 4 people using the same Tommy gun, and they're all going to be shooting the same enemy. But the funny part is that if you just shoot once, you get 20 amp damage, and then it's only going to go up another 15. So the total is going to be 35% amplified damage, but that's only if all 4 of you are shooting the same target at the same time. It seems funny, and on paper it sounds cool, but in like usage, people are not going to do that, man. The Tommy gun is easily one of the worst SMGs in the game, and it's just not worth it. It's not worth it. You're better off having everyone use whatever they're comfortable with and getting better damage out of it regardless. Now, as far as the PvP version of this weapon, ooh, there's a picture. Ayo, there it is. Look at that. I mean, it looks good. It does look good. I like it. I like the brass knuckle. I like it. I do enjoy the the aesthetic, but the actual usage of this is just really bad. It's just such a bad weapon to use in the Division 2. And it says here in PvP, it's going to be the same max of 4, but this time it starts at 18, and it only goes up by 2. So that it's not going to be worth it in PvP. Anyways. Next up, we have new multiplier events. Oh, I called it. Look at that. A ×5 season XP event starting tomorrow. We have a 5 times seasonal XP event starting tomorrow. And that's going to get everyone to seasonal level 100. I swear I just said that. Yeah, there it is. And it says during this event, it will have season XP earned from priority objectives, seasonal journey, weekly projects, manhunt scouts, and general world activities, with the multiplier being 5. And then after that, you'll have a ×2 XP event. So if you don't get to seasonal level 100 with a ×5 XP, they're going to give you a ×2 XP right behind it, just in case. And then it says we have PvP updates, and this is starting tomorrow. All right. It says that Year 8 Season 2.3 will continue work on PvP changes to the Dark Zone, another round of balancing, and new shooting range options to help you test out your builds. This is tomorrow. All right, here we go. Dark Zone loot. Loot across the Toxic, Classic, and Balanced Dark Zones are now all going to drop at heroic quality. Okay, so that's good. It's all going to drop at heroic quality. It will also have a 25% chance to drop an additional item from bosses from a new special loot. What is this new special loot pool? Oh, look at this new special loot pool. It's all the PvP exclusives. Yo, we now have a 4% chance of getting the Eagle Bear and the Ravenous. A 4% chance. What? That is huge. That basically makes these this is the best way to farm the Eagle Bear and the Ravenous now. Wow, that's crazy. A 40% chance for System Corruption, Y'all Gear, Foundry, Future, Aegis, and Breaking Point. Well, the big one is System Corruption and Y'all Gear. That's huge. 40%. 25% for the Apartment, Dark Winter, Virginian, Black Friday. I mean, these are all the named items that are PvP exclusives. TDI Card Custom, Pinprick, Harmony, Rock and Roll, Good Times, Manic, Born Great. Well, Born Great's not. Relic's not. Okay. High value legacy gear, Death Grips, Hollow Man, Claws Out, Ferocious Calm. I mean, more PvP exclusives. Emperor's Guard, Matador, The GIF, Door Kicker's Knock, Liquid Engineer, Everyday Carrier, and the Courier. A lot of these are just extra things added. Named gear and weapons. I mean, these are all just random named items at this point. None of those are really PvP exclusives. The exotics they added to the Dark Zone. Dude, they added a lot of exotics to the Dark Zone. Okay. But the big ticket item's going to be the Eagle Bear and the Ravenous. Yo, they added the Sheriff to the Dark Zone. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. And the Whiplash. They're adding they're adding climax mission exclusives to the Dark Zone. And well, the Agitator was a seasonal exclusive. Okay. Okay. This is the brand new contaminated loot pool they're adding to the Dark Zone tomorrow. And this is in the PvE Dark Zone. So it says that the bosses will have a 25% chance to drop an additional item out of this pool. So starting tomorrow, even in the PvE Dark Zone, all you have to do is farm landmarks or bosses. And you could get all of these things. I mean, this is a big W. A lot of people are going to be happy about that. Oop. PvP balancing starting tomorrow. Holy moly. This is starting tomorrow? This is big. Oh, can't reach it. Why can't we reach that? I want the full PvP list. Oh, come on, man. Their hyperlink doesn't work. Come on. That's not cool. All right, so let's just read it. It says the second phase of our PvP balancing focuses on gear and brand set bonuses, prototype augments, and several individual talents. The reason why is they're doing prototype PvP now. Starting tomorrow? What? Gear set and brand set bonuses have been adjusted to give you more room to experiment with different builds while bringing some strong and weaker options closer together. Just so you know, this is where they were saying the Striker nerf. This is where they were saying the True Patriot buff. They were saying all of that's in here. They also say that the prototype augments have also received their own PvP values in preparation for the upcoming PvP content where prototype gear can be used. These changes reduce some of the more extreme damage bonuses and survivability combinations without affecting how the augments would perform in PvE. Several talents have been adjusted now, and their performance created unusual large advantages in PvP. So they did even more adjustments to the talents. You can find the full list here, but it's not... Oh, there we go. It works. All right, so these are the prototype augments for PvP. So Echo is going to work in PvP. It is going to work. Okay, and then you can max out Echo in PvP at 9.8%. So these are going to be your PvP maxes for each of your augments. And that's everything on your build. So you can get Paradox at 13.3%. Okay. For PvP. Oh, they're making more changes for PvP. Here we go. Dude, Eclipse got a nerf in PvP pretty hard. Skill Haste got a nerf and status effects. Future Initiative got a skill haste and skill duration nerf. Hardwired got a skill haste, skill damage, and skill repair nerf. And these are all for PvP, which includes Dark Zone. Dark Zone and Conflict. Measured Assembly has a skill haste nerf. That's it. The Rigor gear set has a lower skill haste and skill duration. Ortiz has a lower burn duration, skill health, and lower burn damage. Yo. The Refacier has a lower skill efficiency. What the? Aegis has less health and the same total armor. Why would you have the same total armor and less health? Huh? No. Ooh. Cavalier got a buff. Cavalier got a buff to repair skills in PvP. Foundry Bulwark got a nerf of armor regeneration. Heartbreaker got a nerf to AR LMG damage. True Patriot got a nerf to ammo capacity and magazine size. What? Yo, okay. Aces and Eights got a nerf to headshot. Breaking Point got a nerf. 3 different nerfs. Concentrate Company got a nerf to weapon damage. Hotshot got a nerf to marksman rifle damage and headshot. Hunter's Fury got a nerf to just SMG damage. And it got a nerf to armor on kill, and it got a nerf to health on kill. Holy crap, dude. They're just lowering everything in PvP. Negotiators got a nerf to crit chance and a nerf to crit damage. Ongoing got a nerf to status. Strikers got a nerf to rate of fire. Dude, they did nerf strikers. They nerfed the rate of fire. Damn, dude. They nerfed the rate of fire in PvP even more? Okay. They actually buffed Tip of the Spear for PvP. They buffed the weapon damage for Tip of the Spear. They nerfed the magazine size and the LMG damage for tipping scales in PvP. Yeah, look at that. LMG's going from 30 to 18 tomorrow. All of these changes are tomorrow. Umbra got a nerf to crit chance significantly. Virtuoso got a nerf to magazine size and weapon damage. Holy crap, dude. Core Strength got a buff to weapon handling. Oh, okay. Refactor got a nerf to status effects and a nerf to skill damage. Yeah, they just nerfed all the gear sets in PvP. System Corruption just got a nerf to armor on kill. Let's see here. Alp Summit got a buff to repair skills, a nerf to skill duration, and a nerf to skill haste. But it got a buff to the One Piece for PvP. PvP is going to have a completely different, like, game, basically. All of the gear is going to be different in PvP. China Light has a nerf to explosives damage, a nerf to skill haste, and a nerf to status effects. China Light just got hit with a triple. Electric just got hit with a status effects and SMG nerf. The Empress International got a nerf to skill damage and a nerf to skill efficiency. Hana Yu got a nerf to skill damage and a nerf to weapon damage. Dude, this is a lot of nerfs. I do remember that skill repairs got a buff in some places, but this is a lot of nerfs. Hana Yu got a nerf to skill damage and a nerf to weapon damage. Murakami, nerf to skill duration, nerf to repair skills, and nerf to skill damage. Richter and Kaiser, and a buff right here. Richter and Kaiser, a buff to incoming repairs and a nerf to repair skills. Shiny Monkey got a nerf to skill duration, a nerf to skill efficiency, and a nerf to repair skills. Damn, dude, triple nerf. The L Device got a buff to repair skills, a nerf to skill haste, and a nerf to skill efficiency. Wyvern got another nerf, dude. 6% skill damage. Another nerf to status down to 8%. And a nerf to skill duration. Damn, Wyvern. R.I.P. Hey, look. 511 didn't get touched. Nope. It still sucks. Badger Tough got a buff here to total armor. The 2-piece got a buff. Ooh, and the 3-piece got a buff. Badger Tough. Bellstone got a nerf to armor regeneration. Dude, armor regen builds are done. got a buff to armor on kill, and then got another nerf here to incoming repairs. Okay. Brazos. Got a nerf to magazine size. Heligard got a nerf to total armor. And a nerf to armor regeneration. Damn, dude. Armor regeneration is done. Golden Gear, let's see. Nerf to status. Nerf to armor regeneration. It got cut into a third. And then a buff to the total armor. Okay. Habsburg Guard. Nerf to headshot. Nerf to marksman rifle. Nerf to status. Triple nerf. Palisade got a nerf to armor on kill. Lingmo got a nerf to LMG damage, 12%. Uzina got a nerf to total armor, a buff to armor on kill. Y'all Gear got a nerf to weapon damage. What? So that's gonna mess with the Hollow Man. The Araldi got a nerf to headshot and a buff to armor damage. Okay. Unit Alloys, Unit Alloys got a nerf. AR damage and a nerf to magazine size. Cheska got another nerf to crit chance down to 6. Douglas and Harding got a nerf to pistol and a nerf to accuracy. Fenris got a nerf to AR and a nerf to stability. Dude, oof. This is all gear sets and brand sets, man. PvP. Grupo, nerf to crit hit damage, nerf to explosives damage, and buff to headshot. Eminence got a nerf to weapon damage and a... Oh, they cut the pistol damage in half. Holy moly. Okay. Yo, this is going to completely change PvP again. And they're not adding anything to PvP. They just keep, like, changing it, like, dramatically. This is dramatically changing PvP. The Legatus, they're nerfing the optimal range and the weapon damage. Petrov, they're nerfing the LMG, buffing the weapon handling, and nerfing the ammo capacity. For Providence, nerf to headshot and buff to crit hit damage. Yo, that's a nice buff to crit hit damage right there. Providence 3-piece is going to be nice because that 8%'s higher than all these other crit chance nerfs. Like where is it? Right here, Cheska. You see how they nerfed it down to 6, but if you do the 2-piece Providence, you get to keep it at 8. And then you also get a buff here of crit damage. So Providence is going to be good. Overlord is not changing. That's funny because it sucks. Royal Works got a buff to weapon handling, a nerf to magazine size, and a buff to crit hit damage. Okay. Nice. Sokolov Concern got a nerf to SMG, a buff to crit hit damage, and a buff to crit chance. Yo, okay. Yo, Sokolov Concern. Yo, crit builds are going to be big, dude. Crit builds are going to be big. Urban Lookout. Accuracy buff. Urban Lookout, isn't that the one with the named holster that gives you accuracy and they just buffed accuracy? That's going to be pretty big. They nerfed the skill duration and then nerfed the marksman rifle to Urban Lookout. Walker Harris. They nerfed the weapon damage, nerfed the armor damage, and buffed the health damage. Okay. Zoo, they nerfed the magazine size, nerfed the rifle, and kept the weapon handling. Okay. And that was just the gear sets and brand sets. And these are all changes to the set bonuses for PvP. That includes Conflict and the Dark Zone. And for right now, that includes the PvE Dark Zone. So this all changes tomorrow, even for you in the PvE Dark Zone. All right. Next up, we have the talents that are changing tomorrow. Let's see here. So first up, we have Concussion, which is going to get a buff to the duration and a nerf to the headshot damage increase. Okay. Protected reload, perfect protected reload is dropping dramatically. Perfect protected reload's getting nerfed tomorrow. All right, so that's big. That's really big. Perfect protected reload. Perfectly Wicked's getting a nerf along with Wicked. Yeesh. Okay. Obliterate is getting another nerf. Dude, they just nerfed Obliterate again. Holy crap. So now Perfect Obliterate's just going to be 18%. Perfect Obliterate. That's... Oof. Okay. Yeah, they just nerfed that again. All right, whatever. Gunslinger, Perfect Gunslinger. They are nerfing it 6%. Perfect Adrenaline Rush. They are... Yep, nerfing it again. Hold on. Nerfing it dramatically again. Jeez, dude. Okay. Perfect Thunderstrike, Immobilize, Head Scratcher. All of those are getting nerfed. Flatline is getting nerfed to 12%. Perfect Flatline is now 16%. Okay. The Prima Donna is getting nerfed in PvP in half. And in half the stacks. You know, the Prima Donna's done in PvP. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Prima Donna. Holy moly, dude, these changes are crazy. The Bighorn, what is this one? It's getting nerfed again. Dude, it just got nerfed. Holy crap. It went from 150 increase to now it's 44. 150 to 44. The Bighorn's done. Bye-bye. Ridgeway's Pride is only going to work within 7 meters. Dude. Okay. The Eagle Bearer got a nerf to tenacity, and it got a nerf to accuracy. Centurion Scabbard, nerf, all the way across the board for PvP. The Capacitor just got a huge nerf to its weapon damage. Dude, that's over half. Holy moly. Okay. Restrained got nerfed. Caduceus got nerfed. Vicious Cycle got nerfed to the cap and got nerfed to the damage stacks. And it got nerfed to the healing cloud. Dude. Agitator got nerfed. The Steel and Suns is going to be reduced for PvP. Also, we already read that. Heartbreaker. Uh-oh. Heartbreaker. What's going on with Heartbreaker? 0.6 bonus armor. 0.6 bonus armor. So instead of 200%, we're getting 120. And then weapon damage got nerfed again. Damn, dude. Yeah. Okay. I mean, Heartbreaker's still going to be meta. Heartbreaker's still going to be good. Heartbreaker. Yeah, that's still going to be good. Heartbreaker and then high crit builds. Those are going to be the way to go. Yeah. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. All right. Those are all the PvP balancing. All right. Going back to their article here. Let's see. Where were we at? We were at the PvP updates. Okay. So it says here, that was under the Dark Zone loot. That was under the Phase 2 PvP balancing. Next, we have the shooting range changes. So now we have a shooting range that will be a PvP simulation. This is starting tomorrow. It says that you can now test how your build will perform in PvP without leaving the shooting range. 2 new control panels will let you switch from normalization to global PvP. Your stats will be updated automatically. So you can see normalization and you can see global PvP balancing. And this is also going to work for your prototype. It says that with normalization enabled, the damage shown against the targets will reflect your damage against other players. Turn it off to return back to normal damage. That's awesome. That's a great change. It says fixes. They fix an issue with audio sounds. They said this is a legacy bug fix, and they said that they are fixing all of that they say this should fix all the audio bugs. So this is a big W right here. This one, big, 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 big W. Big W. Okay. Now, it says the next one is they fix an issue with classified assignments, displaying previous unlocked collectibles as available rewards. They fix an issue with Agent Kelso following the agent in Grand Washington Hotel without opening the door to Soya. Fix an issue where the enemy appearing is unreachable in Potomac. Fix an issue with the global directives changing the displayed XP rewards for raids incursions despite being able to be applied. Fix an issue where entering Descent will automatically claim event pass rewards, preventing them from appearing in their inventory. What? Okay. And finally, fix an issue where the breathless pants were clipping through jackets. It says here, if you have any other issues or you want to report additional bugs, go to their bug reporter app. We appreciate the community's contributions, reports, and voting. This all helps us prioritize issues and can expect more top reported bugs to be fixed in the future. Woof! Where can we find the info on the new brand sets and all that? That is during the PTS. The PTS is on Friday. The PTS patch notes will be on Thursday. These are all the patch notes for tomorrow. Not the PTS. This is all stuff that's going live tomorrow in the game. It's a lot. It's a lot. This is pretty freaking big. Now, the PTS changes are this weekend, and the PTS patch notes will be on Thursday. I'll cover those, and we'll talk about all those, okay? But those are all the patch notes for tomorrow's update. New incursion, new season event pass, new we had new PvP changes, new brand set and gear set changes, new Dark Zone loot, and then the following. Oh, we're also going to have a ×5 XP event starting tomorrow. All of this is really, really big. So those are going to be your patch notes. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. All of this information and more is on my Twitter page, X if you're nasty. So follow me over here at Kamikazevondoom to get anything Division related before I make my next YouTube video. But that's going to do, that's going to do it for now. I'll leave you with what the developers had to say in today's live stream, and then that's it. So take care now. Bye-bye, Dan. I'm Kamikazevondoom. And peace out. Oh, yeah. Roll that footage. And then I'll use that for later. Okay? All right. Sorry if that confused you. I'm still here. I'm still here. Sorry if that confused you. I'm still here. I'm still here. Sorry. You don't have to leave right now. You don't have to leave. I was recording a video. You don't have to leave right now. Watch, it's going to go from 5:30 down to like 4. Watch. Just because I said peace out. It was for the video. It was for the video. Just so you know. Air Rotten, what up?
Detected.
Obi Trice, what up? J Row. Rachel D, what up? Everything's one take, brother. Always. Hamburger said bye. I didn't do it. I didn't leave, man. Menace, I see you. Yeah, it's always one take, man. Always. Never
Dragov's
script
got Wall
anything.
Street completely
It's
locked
probably
down,
my issue.
but we've had agents scouting his compound for weak points.
There's always
I bet it'd be
Check in with the local
easier to
community.
digest if
The
I
agents used
scripted
as
it,
a
huh?
safe house
I don't know.
and have left
I
it
like
as
just
a
doing it off the
for
top
other
of the dome.
agents.
Dude said we came back. I appreciate you, bro. All right. So what did everyone think about today? Because I'm about to do that recap and patch notes video. That's going to be a long video, dude. I don't know. I think I'll just clip the summary at the very end of their stream and not show the full stream. But it's so much. Like, there was so much in their stream, dude. There was so much. So we're going to have to talk about it. Did they fix Determined? Yeah, they fixed Determined, yeah. That's starting next season. That's during the PTS. That's why I have to do... Dude, I'm going to have to do a patch notes video and then do a stream recap video. I can't put them together. They're two completely different things. So I'm going to have to do the patch notes video and then do the recap video later. So we're going to have to do it that way. Because putting all of those together is crazy. I'll just do a patch notes and then we'll do the what's coming up later. Because the recap's crazy, but the patch notes are crazy too. I mean, the patch notes are pretty damn crazy too, man. Yeah, they nerfed Determined. They're reworking it, yeah. So they nerfed pretty much everything in PvP. I was trying to listen to anything PvE nerfed. Nothing. It's just all PvP. They call it phase 2 rebalancing, but they're just like nerfing everything in PvP, and that starts tomorrow, and that's also in the PvE Dark
when it
Zone.
comes to security, but at least they have an open door policy.
So, see what I tell you? We lost 100 people already. Damn, dude. GG's. I was recording a video, man. I see you, Lord Kaiser.
Looks like the agents did their research. They've mapped the compound inside and out.
I'm gonna have to get those videos together. So
sooner
if
we
you have
keep
any
Dragov
last minute
off his
questions,
throne,
comments,
the better.
concerns, let me know now.
Agreed. We have reports of Kajika operating in the back.
Let me know now if you have any last minute questions, concerns, comments. I'm gonna get those videos together and then I'm gonna jump over to Twitch.
Patrols.
Should be the best place to start looking for him.
But we already did the full dev stream. We already did the full patch notes. So if you have anything left for me, let me know now. I see you rotten. And hit the like. Come on, man. Oh, we're making our way. Yeah, come on. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the like.
The Battery Park district was devastated by flooding after
That was a really,
hurricane.
really
It's more
big
like a swamp than
recap.
anything
Really
else
big
now. There
recap.
used to be a lot of concentrated wealth down here. Most of the locals use their resources and connections.
Maybe I'll
to
do
get
the
out
recap
before the
video
city would lock
first.
down.
How about we
Most
do the
people
recap
didn't
video
have that
first and then we'll
option.
do the patch notes after? Because that recap's going to be pretty big. Them nerfing, Determined, reworking 511 and True Patriot, them doing prototype PvP. I mean, these are all really, 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 really big things. So I might have to do that video first. Do the recap video first and then do the patch notes later on. Like, do this before tomorrow and here are the patch notes type of deal.
Nearby distress beacon detected.
That was huge.
Looks like you found
That
some
was
of
huge.
Kajika's handiwork.
They didn't stand a chance against someone
I
like
don't know.
him.
What do you guys think?
Agent profile detected.
Don't forget to follow me over there on Twitch too, by the way. We do streams while I post my videos. We do streams over there on Twitch.
Can still operate their tech.
That way you don't get bombarded on both platforms. I do my videos and then I'll do my live streams. There we go.
So we've got proof that Kajika's been here recently. But we need a stronger
Nerfing everything and adding the extra stats in a limited time event.
We've been monitoring the patrols in the area.
Their little tick.
They may have some
Yeah,
intel that could
I
be
hear you.
valuable.
I hear you. Is our prototype token gonna roll over for the next season? Yes. They said the tokens are not gonna go away anymore. Yes. They said we'll be able to keep our tokens. They said that the prototype changes are not going to be at the beginning of season 3. That was the only thing that they said they did not complete for this upcoming season. So no prototype recalibration or optimization.
Check in with the community leader and see if she knows anything about these patrols.
Yeah, if you have any last minute questions, comments, concerns, let me know now. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Come on. Hit the like. It really does help out the channel, like for real. And it's free, so Just hit the like, please.
Headed towards Hugh Carey Tunnel, further south.
I do appreciate you.
But I haven't heard from them since.
I'll be on Twitch later too. We'll probably finish the realism mode on
Let's check out
Twitch.
that tunnel. Best case, we find the patrol and they can tell us what they know.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, me too.
Alright, so we have all of that. We have all that done, all that done. Alright. And then I would switch to the LMG and SMG. Stability. Movement. Accuracy. Seeker mines. And pulse. We could probably change it to a jammer just in case. Okay. All right. Is the PvE DZ getting PvE balancing? Yes, next season, yes. I'm going to do the recap first, so stay tuned, man. I'm going to do the recap video like really soon. So I'm going to jump out of here and we'll do the recap video. Okay. Let me know if you have any last minute thoughts, questions, concerns. Now some 100s. Is the prototype? Yeah, I already talked about that. Javi. Thank you, man. All right. Well, if that's going to do it, thought they were supposed to have crossplay news. It's for Gamescom. They promoted it in the wrong order. That promotion was supposed to happen after all of this. Because it's PTS news, Incursion sponsored streams, PTS, Stretch Goals event, and then Gamescom. So they messed up the order of it. They promoted it ahead of everything, and it confused people. So the crossplay and the Survivors news is going to be at Gamescom. They just they sent out all the promotions ahead of time. I think they were trying to get ahead of all the Incursion stuff. That's why they did the PTS news today also, before the Incursion, because they're really putting all their chips into these sponsored streams for the Incursions. They're hoping it brings in a big community spike. So hopefully, fingers crossed. Kamikaze, you doing Incursions this weekend? I'm doing Incursions all week. All week on all platforms. Yes. I'll be doing Incursions all week on all platforms. Primarily on YouTube, and then I'll jump over to Twitch when I can. Just like what I'm doing today. Like, I'm on YouTube now, and then as soon as I can jump over there to Twitch, I will. But alright. Anything else? What you got for me? Anything else? Last call for alcohol or whatever. Just wait for the recap video, bro. It's a lot. It's a lot. We already did the recap and the patch notes. It's a lot, brother. I'm gonna get out of here and do the recap video. It's a lot, bro. It's a lot. Like, this shit's big. It's big. As soon as I end this, rewind my live stream. This was a really big live stream, dude. Like, no shit. This is a big live stream. But I'll do the recap video right after this, and then later on I'll do the patch notes video. We already went over everything. It's a lot, bro. It truly is. So, all right. I'm going to jump out of here. Don't forget to hit the like. Make sure you have notifications on, so subscribe to the channel. I'll bring you a recap video, patch notes video, all that, and then I'll jump over to Twitch, okay? But that's going to be it for me. I am Kamikazevondoom. Take care of yourself. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one, all right? Peace out.